Most SaaS companies are treating secondary limits as an afterthought, and that's such a big mistake. Let me break this down for you a couple ways. So secondary limits kind of signal that customers are getting more value. And so they're not really technical constraints. They're actually more of a monetization or upsell strategy. So here's what it looks like. Say Zoom, for example, big company out there, and they charge you by the user, but the secondary limits is what really drives the upsell. So think of things like number of participants in a meeting, or meeting duration, or storage space on how much recorded meetings that you have saved in the cloud. And so they use a lot of these secondary limits to drive upsell. It signals when the customer is getting a lot of value and they're ready to graduate to more. So if you layer these into your packaging, it's not complicated. You want to make sure you pick the right limits that showcases the customer's ready to grow. So for a quick example, you can have a starter plan. Maybe there's like 30 days of document retention, and then you have like a 90 days in your pro plan, and then maybe unlimited in your highest level or enterprise plan with some other limit there. So you want to make sure that these limits are set so they don't hit them right away. The big window for upsell is between 3 and 9 months of usage. So make sure that, hey, they hit these things in about 6 months for about maybe 60% of your audience. And that's where you can drive a lot of the upsell that feels natural. It doesn't feel forced. All right. So make sure you treat secondary limits like a growth strategy. Make sure that they're very thoughtful and strategically placed in your packaging, and it allows for folks to grow or signal they're going to need more from you. So don't miss out on this very powerful growth lever. What secondary limits are driving upsell for you in your pricing?